Yo, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and don't tell me, man. AJ Brown the reports came out that AJ Brown requested a trade in season, man. Multiple trade requests. Oh man, it has to be much worse than we think, in my opinion. If that's the case, it has to be much worse than we think, and I believe it will hit us kind of heavy, and we're gonna get into that all that in the end of while in the video. But it's gonna hit us kind of heavy. But I believe with everything that AJ Brown has done for this team, man, let him go. You know what I'm saying? Let him go. You know, this ain't no hate stuff. Let him go in the most respectful way possible. Let him go. You know what I'm saying? Let him find a place where he feels wanted, he feels appreciated. You know what I'm saying? In a place in which he's happy. I believe he deserved that. So, also, the Philadelphia Eagles did an interview. I think it's today. They interviewed Mike Kafka. Mike Kafka was selected by the Eagles in 2010 as a quarterback. And he played with us for a couple of years, man. I knew his name because of that, but I did not know that he was the quarterback coach for Patrick Mahomes. Real deal Holyfield. He's the quarterback coach for Patrick Mahomes. Now, I can see him trying to be head coach somewhere because he's leading everybody in requests for interviews across the NFL. They're getting head coaching requests. They're getting OC requests. So I can see him being a very hot commodity. If we decide to go the Mike Kafka way, I can honestly say it's 1 year and done. He could come in here and put a really good year together, and he's done. So that's something to think of. Like, some of the things that I've heard from Mike Kafka is really, really good things, man. I can expect that from somebody at the Eagles draft. But we also got another candidate for the OC job. His name is Jim Bob Cooter. I ain't bullshit. His name is Jim Bob Cooter. He's the OC for the Indianapolis Colts, and they had a really good season this year with Daniel Jones at the quarterback. They kind of slipped it up when Daniel Jones hurt himself. It kind of got bad. So let's get into the topics. All right, I got video proving, yes, he did indeed ask for a trade. And he didn't ask for a trade one time, he asked for a trade multiple times. So let's just run the video.
So yeah, I can confirm that report because I spoke to you privately. Obviously, I didn't have the authority to say anything publicly, so I obviously didn't. That there were multiple trade requests made by AJ Brown, and I heard it was after the Rams game and then after the Vikings game. So clearly, his body language on the field, off the field, seemed like he wasn't entirely bought in or happy, despite what he might have said at times. I know ignorance is bliss. We want to pretend that everything is sunshine and rainbows, but the entire AJ Brown soap opera that I wrote about at my final takeaways, following the postseason loss, was this is a problem. This is going to be an issue going into the offseason. And now, especially after the Eagles got knocked out early, you're going to see all these stories coming out. Who knows where they're being leaked from? Inside the NovaCare complex, outside, is it an agent play? Who knows? But Jimmy Kempski laid out in a great article the kind of like financial ramifications of an AJ Brown trade, where they would take a dead cap hit of $43.5 million if he's traded before June 1st. But if he's traded after June 1st, I know people say, oh, it's so much easier. They're still going to take that dead cap hit. It's just spread out over 2 seasons, where they would take on $27.1 million in dead cap in 2027, right? So
yes, multiple times, man. Like I said before, man, AJ Brown, for what he's done for this team and what he's made us to be, I believe, give him a way out. You know, we gonna get hit with a lot. That cap space gonna be crazy. But we've done it before with Carson Wentz, and it turned out to be very, very good for us. You know what I'm saying? So why not give him a way out in a respectful factor? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like AJ Brown's done a lot more than the antics he's come along with. A lot more than the antics he's come along with. So if he believed that he'd be happier elsewhere, I think we should do that. There's no love lost between me and AJ Brown, man. I can't speak for all the fans because I'm a fan first. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for all the fans, but there's no love lost between me and AJ Brown. I would love to have him here. You don't get AJ Brown often, but I think with with the receiving core we got, you know, Danny Gray. We got Terrence Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys that we still signing, man. We got Darius Cooper, undrafted free agent. Like we got some guys who won't be AJ Brown, but can be all right. Can be all right. Now Smitty gonna take all the double teams now, but I think this would be a great challenge for Smitty. Depending on the weapons we go out there and get, if we go get a Dallas Goedert or go get somebody for the Dallas Goedert spot, it's a couple of tight ends that's out there in free agency coming up. One that I heard of was Waller. So, you know, Waller is a pass catcher. You know, so I mean, we can go out there and get him some weapons to kind of offset the AJ Brown not being here, or draft. Like I said, ain't nobody in the draft that's an AJ Brown. Shit, it might not be nobody in the draft that's a Devontae Smith that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, let me know. But I ain't seen nobody like that playing college coming out in the draft coming up. Like, let me know. But let's get into the Mike Kafka. Mike Kafka, like I said, he used to be with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think I looked him up. His strengths were that he was a strong football mind and he had great leadership. So that sounds like a head coach more so than an offensive coordinator. If we can get him get him at offensive coordinator, that'd be sweet. Whoever Mike Kafka go to, he's only gonna be there for about a year. If he's going for the offensive coordinator job. If he go get a head coaching job somewhere, he don't even need an offensive coordinator because he called plays. You know what I'm saying? So, if we didn't have Nick Sirianni, we could go get Mike Kafka for the whole deal. But we got Nick Sirianni. I'm okay. I'm okay with Nick Sirianni being here. We just need somebody like an offensive coordinator to be here with him. Like the years we had Andy Reid and we had no defensive coordinator, we definitely need an offensive coordinator with Nick Sirianni. Let's get it to Jim Bob Cooter. This is a real deal thing. This is a real deal person. He was the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. One of the things that I heard from him is he's coached under a lot of schemes. So he's seen a lot of schemes. And this is not him being an offensive coordinator under a lot of schemes. He's just coached under a lot of schemes. Seeing what I've seen from the Colts this year, that's a pretty good hire at offensive coordinator. They said he's adaptable and he evolves with the coaching and consistent changing of the NFL. That is great as an offensive coach. You know, that means he's going to put them in places. He's going to put them in places to be great. And that's the kind of coach we need. They were really good running the ball this year. He's been under a lot of good head coaches in general. Some of the names, Jim Correll, he had Andy Reid, he was under Shane Steichen. Like, the man was an offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions from 2015 to 2018. And he was with the Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford was a straight monster. You know, so putting Matthew Stafford in a position to be that good that year, he had something to do with it. I think we're only getting a request to interview him. Like we requested to interview him. We don't know what that looked like. I will keep y'all updated as soon as it happens. So I think that's a really good hire. The Mike Kafka one, I think that's a good hire. We're also trying to look into Charlie West Jr. That would be a really good hire. In my opinion, that would be a really, really good hire. But we're trying to get we're trying to get him down and a chance to interview for the OC job. I think him with the same thing. If he gets the OC job, he's here for 1 year. I'm not sure about GM Bob Cooter. But 1 year, man, we've done it. Here 1 year, gone. You know, so Howard Roseman's cool with it. I'm cool with it. You know, let's just get somebody in here who's capable of coming up with something creative, something we can work with. So that is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.